So listen, real quick, I want to talk about this rod setup that I'm using. Uh, if you go on my Instagram page, you'll see I just posted a video of a 5 pounder I just caught, and I caught it on a swim jig, and doing something a little different. Normally, I would throw a swim jig on a medium heavy rod, okay, but I decided to throw a swim jig on a medium but moderate rod. This is a Quantum. This is a 7-foot rod. And the thing about this rod, if you pay attention, it has a very strong backbone. See how thick the base of that rod is? See how thick that is? And then it gets narrow at the tip, right? But if you look at this, step back here, look how it loads up. Look how that rod loads up, okay? So you got all that backbone there to keep that hook down in that fish. But when that fish load up on that bait, it's not taking the bait from him. So when he eats that bait, that tip allows that bait, that hook, to penetrate into that fish mouth. So this is the Acoustic series by Quantum. These rods came out in 2020, but they have a new version now that just recently came out. But go on to quantumfishing.com and check them out. They're not that expensive. You know, I think they only run about $100. But throw you on a Quantum reel, and you'll be able to catch some big ones like I did. But I'm throwing 15 pounds. I know a lot of guys here in Florida are like, oh, 15 pounds. But 15 pound Seaguar 4-carbon line, very strong. This is the Taxu, it's very strong. And yeah, just throwing it around some of these little grass patches here. This water's real shallow when I'm fishing that, but anyway, I'm surprised I caught that fish that shallow. But anyway, so that's my setup. Throwing it on a dirty jig, black and blue, with a little swim bait on the back there. Keeping the profile real small because right now the fish are feeding on bluegill. So caught tons of them yesterday doing this same setup right here. And yeah, so stick around. Maybe I'll catch another big one. So this is why I like this setup. See how that jig is all the way in that fish mouth? It gave him time to eat that bait, suck that bait in. Okay? And that hook, I mean, it's in there. I gotta knock it out like that in order to release it. That was another little fat fish, you know.